Imagine the perfect fusion of tart and sweet, a symphony of citrus and berries coming together in a light, moist cake that's as beautiful as it is delicious. Today, let's embark on a journey to create a lemon blueberry cake, an irresistible treat that's perfect for any occasion, from a summer picnic to a cozy afternoon tea. Whether you're an experienced baker or a curious beginner, this cake is sure to become a favorite in your repertoire. Let's dive into the art and science of baking a cake that celebrates the vibrant flavors of fresh lemons and juicy blueberries. To begin, let's focus on the foundation of any great cake: the ingredients. For a lemon blueberry cake, the quality and freshness of the components are key. Start with all-purpose flour, which provides structure and stability. Baking powder and a pinch of baking soda work together to give the cake its tender rise, ensuring a light texture that melts in your mouth. Salt is a crucial, yet often overlooked ingredient. It enhances the flavors and balances the sweetness. Next, let's turn to the stars of the show: lemons and blueberries. Fresh lemons are essential. Their zest and juice infuse the batter with a bright, tangy flavor that awakens the senses. Use a microplane or fine grater for the zest, capturing those fragrant oils without any bitter pith. As for the blueberries, opt for plump, ripe berries. If fresh blueberries aren't available, frozen ones work just as well. Just be sure not to thaw them before use to prevent excess bleeding into the batter. For richness and moisture, use unsalted butter and full-fat buttermilk. The butter should be at room temperature, soft enough to cream easily with sugar. Buttermilk adds a subtle tang and reacts with the leavening agents to create a fluffy crumb. If you don't have buttermilk on hand, you can make a quick substitute by adding a tablespoon of lemon juice to a cup of whole milk and letting it sit for a few minutes. Sugar brings sweetness and tenderness to the cake. Granulated sugar is traditional, but a touch of brown sugar can add depth and a hint of caramel flavor. Eggs provide structure, richness, and help bind everything together. Use large, room-temperature eggs for best results. And don't forget a splash of pure vanilla extract to round out the flavors. Now, let's move on to the method. Baking is as much about technique as it is about ingredients. Begin by preheating your oven and preparing your cake pans. Grease them thoroughly and dust with flour, or line with parchment paper to guarantee an easy release. Creaming the butter and sugar is a critical step. Beat them together until pale and fluffy. This process incorporates air, which helps the cake rise and gives it a tender crumb. Add the eggs one at a time, mixing well after each addition to ensure a smooth, emulsified batter. At this stage, it's time to introduce the lemon zest and vanilla extract. The zest releases its oils, infusing the batter with a burst of citrus aroma. Next, sift together the dry ingredients: flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Sifting helps distribute the leaveners evenly and prevents lumps. Alternate, adding the dry ingredients and the buttermilk to the batter. Start and end with the dry ingredients, mixing just until combined. Over-mixing can develop gluten, making the cake tough rather than tender. The batter should be thick but smooth, with no streaks of flour remaining. Before folding in the blueberries, toss them lightly with a spoonful of flour. This simple trick prevents the berries from sinking to the bottom of the cake during baking. Gently fold the berries into the batter, taking care not to crush them. This will keep the cake looking and tasting fresh. Pour the batter evenly into the prepared pans, smoothing the tops with a spatula. Tap the pans gently on the counter to release any air bubbles. Slide them into the oven and bake until the cakes are golden. Spring back to the touch, and a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. The aroma of baking lemon and blueberries will fill your kitchen, a prelude to the treat to come. While the cakes bake, let's talk about the finishing touch: lemon cream cheese frosting. This tangy, luscious frosting is the perfect complement to the cake's bright flavors. Start with softened cream cheese and unsalted butter, beating them together until smooth and creamy. Gradually add powdered sugar, then a generous dose of fresh lemon juice and zest. The result is a silky frosting with just the right balance of sweetness and acidity. Once the cakes are baked, let them cool in their pans for 10 minutes before turning them out onto wire racks. It's important to let the cakes cool completely before frosting. Otherwise, the frosting will melt and slide off, making a mess of your masterpiece. When you're ready to assemble, place one cake layer on your serving plate. Spread a thick layer of lemon cream cheese frosting over the top, then gently place the second layer on top. Frost the sides and top of the cake, swirling the frosting into soft peaks. For an extra flourish, garnish with fresh blueberries and thin curls of lemon zest. You can even add a few edible flowers or mint leaves for a touch of elegance. Now comes the best part, slicing into your creation. Each forkful offers a burst of tart lemon, juicy blueberries, and rich, creamy frosting. The cake's crumb is moist and tender, dotted with pockets of fruit. The flavors are vibrant yet balanced, a delightful interplay of sweet, tart, and creamy. This lemon blueberry cake is incredibly versatile. Serve it as a show-stopping dessert at a birthday party, bridal shower, or afternoon tea. Pack slices for a picnic, or simply enjoy a piece with your morning coffee. The cake keeps well for several days, staying moist and flavorful, if it lasts that long. For a fun twist, you can experiment with variations. Try adding a handful of shredded coconut to the batter for extra texture, or swap out the blueberries for raspberries or blackberries. For a lighter option, you can use a simple lemon glaze instead of cream cheese frosting. Just whisk together powdered sugar and lemon juice until smooth, and drizzle over the cooled cake. Baking a lemon blueberry cake is more than just following a recipe. It's a celebration of fresh ingredients, careful technique, and the joy of sharing something delicious with others. It's about the anticipation as the cake rises in the oven, the satisfaction of swirling creamy frosting, and the pleasure of seeing smiles light up as people take their first bite. Don't be intimidated if your cake doesn't look perfect the first time. Baking is an art as much as a science, and each attempt brings you closer to mastering the craft. Enjoy the process, savor the aromas, and remember that the most important ingredient is love. So, gather your ingredients, preheat your oven, and let the magic begin. With a few simple steps and a bit of care, you'll create a lemon blueberry cake that's as beautiful as it is delicious. A cake that captures the essence of sunny days, bursting with the flavors of citrus and berries. Whether you're baking for a special occasion or simply to treat yourself, this cake is sure to bring a little extra joy to your day. Imagine the delighted faces of family and friends as you present your creation. The pale yellow cake, studded with blueberries and crowned with luscious frosting, is almost too pretty to eat. But the true reward comes with that first bite. A harmony of sweet, tart, and creamy flavors that dance on the palate and linger in memory. In the end, that's what makes a lemon blueberry cake so special. It's not just a dessert, but an experience, a moment of happiness, a taste of sunshine, and a reminder that sometimes the simplest pleasures are also the most delicious. So go ahead, make a lemon blueberry cake, and savor every mouth-watering bite.